Hello and welcome to video 2.2. In this video, we're going to discuss about creating basic animations in the game. In the previous video, we've created a basic layout of the stage, which looked like this. Now, we're going to focus on creating an animation for one of the elements. In this case, the element will be the brick. We wish to create a destruction animation for the brick, so that when the ball will hit the brick will have a destruction animation, which will play to give the player an illusion that the brick disappeared from the stage. So we'll create a new function called destroyBrick, which receives as a parameter a brick element, and we'll use tween.js, which we've talked about in the previous video, and we'll change properties of the brick, the scale x and scale y properties of the brick, to 0, giving the illusion that the brick is shrinking in size until it completely disappears. We'll set the time for this animation for half a second. So let's try to run this animation after we create the brick. Destroy brick, and we'll send as a variable the brick object we just created in this function. We'll save and we'll go to see the result. As you can see, the brick animation caused the brick to shrink in size until it completely disappeared. But there's only one problem here. The brick, as you can see, is shrinking towards the top left corner instead of shrinking into the middle of the brick. This can be easily fixed by changing the registration point of the brick to its center. The registration point states what the developer wishes the center of the object to be. So for example, the x-axis and the y-axis of the registration point by default is 0, 0. So always, by default, the top left corner of each object is the registration point. If we wish to change it to the middle of the brick, we need to change the registration point to its middle. Now, since we know its width, the middle will be half its width. And since we know its height, the middle, basically the y-axis of the middle, will be half of the brick's height. Now, since we change the registration point of the brick, that means that when we place it on stage, its middle will now be placed in the 0, in x-axis 0 and y-axis 0. So let's move the brick a bit so that we'll see the entire brick. So let's move the brick to x50, y50. Let's see the output. As you can see, the brick is now shrinking towards its middle until it completely disappears, enhancing the effect of the disappearance. Congratulations! Now you know how to create basic animations in Create.js. In the next video, we're going to talk about game stage creation and object positioning.